Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got NBA basketball for you. I'm Damon Bruce. It's Wednesday night basketball. It's the Boston Celtics going up against the Toronto Raptors. And that's it for us in the studio. To call all the action, let's go out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. I'll see you again at halftime.
We've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of the
pick in this summer's draft went to one of the elite teams in Oklahoma City.
And so off the tip, it's Toronto. Lowry against Rondo. And DeRozan. Here we go. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Rudy Gay on the wing. Guarded by Green. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Green. There's the dish to Bradley. Humphries. Nice ball movement by Boston. Olynyk, DeRozan defending. And here's Green outside. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. We'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey. What's the news, Doris?
I asked him which player he was most worried about, and his answer was immediate: Rajon Rondo. He said Rondo's ability to take control of games with his defense and his playmaking make it tough to mitigate what he can do on the floor. We'll see if he has something up his sleeve, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Well, Clark, as you said, the Thunder got the Raptors' first selection this last year. Only the way the Raptors would have been able to hang on to it was, Steve, if they jumped up to the top 3 in the lottery.
And as bad as it might seem for the Raptors to have not had a first, I mean, and it is bad, it was as good as any other time for them to not have a first-round pick because the draft wasn't deep, and the Raptors have a lot of young talent already, and that they can make improvement with. Kelly Olynyk out of Gonzaga, originally from Canada, spent his teens in British Columbia. About a 7-hour drive from the Zags campus in Spokane.
And back to Olynyk, probably the most efficient player in college basketball last season. But Clark, questions lingered about the level of competition in the West Coast Conference.
Well, I think it'll be an adjustment dealing with the NBA size and strength no matter what level of competition he played in college. But I think he'll still have a way of separating himself because he's highly skilled.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
Boston making some changes. Amir Johnson's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And Landry Fields subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Wallace goes in. The baseline jam. He squares up and sinks it. Wallace has got his first bucket of the night. Lowry passes to Gay. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Bradley. It's all tied in Toronto. And And the second quarter will get underway just after this short.
Tune in for a scary night of basketball. Halloween in the NBA. Carmelo Anthony and the New York Knicks take on Joakim Noah and the Chicago Bulls this Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Time.
Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter, really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they've come out, and it's served them well.
Quincy Acies checked in from here, Johnson.
You know, one thing you know about Bass is that he's going to knock some people around underneath. He's very strong. He's not real tall for a front court man, but he's strong and he's skilled as well. You know, he'll knock down shots, but he loves getting on the offensive glass.
Oh, yeah, he'll make guys who have 4 or 5 inches on him look like a crash test dummy the way he throws them around. Bass is a big guy. He has no problem letting you know it. And you know what? His outside shot loosens up everything inside, spacing the floor beautifully for the Boston Celtics.
Boy, it's no wonder they've got the lead. Their shooting has really picked up here in the second quarter.
You know, you don't expect the team, Steve, to shoot in the 60% range the entire game. But if they can hover around that mark, they'll run away with this one.
Augustine from outside. The rebound by Jeff Green. Celtics leading by 3.
Definitely a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Yeah, the wise move would be to find themselves a quick shot right away.
Rondo kicks to Crawford. Back to Rondo. Pass to Crawford. A 3. Cannot hit. And the Raptors with the ball. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D-ing. I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Rondo's shot is good.
Drop that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. DeRozan's got 6 points. Second quarter ends in a tight one. It's the Celtics up 1. Stay right where you are for this.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
The moment we've all been waiting for is finally here. The NBA season on 2K Sports has begun. Let's take a look back at our first half. A tightly contested game for Boston. Brooklyn trailing Cleveland out in Cleveland. They're down 3 in the third. It's still a close one. And another one also in progress. Out in Philadelphia, it's the 76ers trailing to Miami. Second half of basketball just getting started for them. And here's a look at the other NBA action from around the league. The Rockets out in Houston will go up against the Bobcats. That one starting at 7 o'clock Eastern. That will be all for us. Thanks for stopping in. We'll see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
Yeah, and sometimes it's just the little things that make all the difference. He's been terrific in so many areas out there.
You know, the numbers don't necessarily jump out at you, but he's really making his presence felt out there with everything he's doing. Well, you know, Chris Humphries signed by the Nets last season to that 2-year, $24 million contract. Didn't quite live up to the expectations, at least offensively, because in that part of his game, his numbers went south. Rebounding the ball, he was good as ever.
And Hansbrough slams it in.
You know, Kevin, he never gives up on a play. That's what I love about him. He just is one of those guys who will bring effort and energy the entire 48 minutes.
And one more thing to point out about him is what a rugged player he is, how hard he works every game, and he's always back.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Gentlemen, as you know, Kyle Lowry was a former late first-round pick. Over his career, he's had to battle for his minutes, but it seems he's solidified his starting role with the Raptors. saying, quote, "I think I've broken into that second tier, and I'm trying to break into that first tier. I believe in myself. I believe in the work I put in every year. I'm not going to give myself a ceiling. Given opportunity, I will produce." And guys, he's shown he can score, pass, rebound, and defend. A lot to like.
Thanks, Doris.
Tremendous dedication to the game. It's great to remember just how far he's come.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Back to Brooks. Puts up a 3. Shot is off. Here's Ross. Can't get it to go. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Celtics lead by 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sport.
Bring your costume. It's Halloween in the NBA. Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors take on Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers. It's the NBA Thursday.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Toronto trailing. Here matched up against Boston. How they'll tip off the new season.
Well, last year's season series between them was a battle of 2 of the NBA's mid-level teams, and they didn't get the better of it.
And the shot is good. Hansbrough's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Raptors. Lee dishes to Brooks. Bradley. And it's Kyle Lowry with the rebound. These guys were a tough opponent for them last year, Clark, like Steve was just saying.
Yeah, when you're so evenly matched with the team, Kevin, it doesn't make you feel that good to drop most of your games against them because you feel like you should at least win some of the games you play against this team.
Lee kicks to Bradley. He dishes it to Sullinger. Wallace, Hansbrough defending. And it's Bradley off the drive. Pocket 6. Here's Brooks. Connects. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Huge points.
That's beyond huge, Steve. I mean, they needed that bucket. Desperate.
Lowry passes to Ross. Oh, draws the hard foul, and he'll head to the line.
Well, they did have a foul to give, but they couldn't get it done before the shot attempt.
Yeah, you really want to try to foul in that situation before he gets into the shooting motion, and it just didn't work out that time.
Olynyk, he's checked in for Boston. Humphries comes in for Gerald Wallace. He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 2.
Well, a semi-productive trip to the line in the end, but we'll see how costly that miss is. Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too. Humphries dishes to Bradley. Misses the trade. Toronto calls timeout. They're losing by 1. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Valanciunas. The drive by Game. Yes!
Neither team having any trouble putting the ball in the basket.
Nope, nada. I mean, we haven't seen much defense either. I mean, both of these teams really locked into trying to outscore each other.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. 7 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, you've got the luxury here of running a play, so you want to do something that you're very comfortable with.
Absolutely, Steve. I mean, no need to panic whatsoever. I mean, they're in a very good spot right here.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game.